today we're going to be talking about special products of binomials. You guys know how to solve by multiplying two binomials using Binomial Bob, our friend. But today there's going to be a little shortcut if you can see the pattern. Okay, so you're going to use your math brains to see if you can find a little shortcut today, and it'll be super exciting because it'll save you so much time. Not that we don't love Bob, but sometimes Bob takes a while. So you gotta see this shortcut. See if you can find it as I am completing these special problems here. So maybe just take a peek at all of the problems that I've given you here and try to see if you can find a pattern. Okay, what's going on? And then see if you can figure out what all of our answers have in common. So we're going to use the FOIL method to find the product, just like we did in our last section. So we're going to bring back Binomial Bob by multiplying these two binomials. So we're going to take our first terms. So x times x is x squared. Outer would give me negative 1x. Inner, positive 1x. And our last two terms, negative 1. Okay, nothing new, just like yesterday. So now we're going to combine our like terms in the middle. We have negative 1x plus 1x, so we end up with x squared, 0. So minus 1. These go away. Negative 1x plus 1x is nothing. So I have x squared minus 1. That's my final answer. All right, let's try this next one. Bring back Binomial Bob. First terms, x squared. Oops. Outer two terms, negative 2x, inner plus 2x, and last, negative 4. All right, combine like terms, see what we have left. Negative 2x plus 2x, that's 0. So we just bring down our last two terms. Are you seeing a pattern? Tricky, tricky. All right, last one, Binomial Bob. So x squared, outer two terms, negative 3x, inner plus 3x, and last, negative 9. Combine like terms. Whoop, we get another 0. Do you see a pattern? All right, so let's see what happened. These are called special products because when you have positive and a negative as your signs, x and x, and the same number twice, every single time, because you have that plus and minus, these middle two terms that you combine are going to give you 0. So we don't end up with a trinomial like last lesson. We end up with a binomial. Essentially, all you have left is whatever you multiplied first and whatever you multiplied last. First and last. Okay, so that's a little shortcut. So basically, this is the format that you're looking for. Okay, we have a plus and a minus, same term first, same term last. Okay, that's when this works. That's the only time. So let's see if we can solve these ones using the shortcut. So we know that the outer and the inner are going to cross out. So let's do the shortcut and just multiply the first two terms and the last two terms. So it's not FOIL anymore, it's just full. Get it? Full. First and last. All right, so x times x gives me x squared. 4 times negative 4 gives me a negative 16. Look at that. 2 steps. No more Bob. Poor Bob. He's fired. All right, x times x is x squared. Last two terms, negative 25. Because we know that these are going to equal 0. If we do the outer inner, they're going to equal 0, so we don't need to waste our time. All right, x squared, last two terms, negative 36. Easy as that, okay? This does not work with every single binomial pair that you are multiplying. It only works in these special cases, so you have to look out for those, okay? So going a little bit backwards, if I ask you to square a binomial, what the heck does that mean? Remember, squaring something, like if you have 4 squared, it's the same thing as 4 times 4. So if I say a plus b squared, really what I'm saying is a plus b times a plus b. Okay, same thing over here. If I am asking you to square a minus b, that's the same thing as a minus b times a minus b. Okay, is this the special case? Absolutely not. Look what's happening. we don't have a plus and a minus. You have to have a plus or a minus in order for the special cases up here to work, okay? So I'm going to have you guys try these in a minute, but let me show you this one. So you have 2x plus 3 squared would be 2x plus 3. Oops, ran out of room. Way to go, Miss Sanford. All right, so this is not the special case. You don't have a plus or minus. You have to use binomial Bob. Good thing we didn't totally get rid of him. So we have 4x squared. Outer would give me 6x. Inner would give me 6x. And last would give me 9. Okay? So we have to find those inner two terms and simplify. So we have 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. Look at that. These middle two terms didn't cancel out. That's why we couldn't use this special first and last rule. So only when you have a plus or minus will that work. Okay? So go ahead and try example 5 and 6, see how you do, and you are finished.